Hello, welcome to World Talks here on TVP World. I'm your host, Marie Cato. As Moldova approaches a crucial election, concerns are mounting over Russia's alleged plans to interfere digitally, aiming to influence outcomes and destabilize the region. Cybersecurity experts warn that hacking efforts could undermine democratic processes, intensify political divisions, and extend Moscow's influence in Eastern Europe. To help us understand these risks and their broader geopolitical implications, we're joined by Professor Adam Burakowski of the Polish Academy of Sciences, an expert in political science and Eastern European affairs. Hello, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening, madam, good evening.
So let's begin with the political context before the actual vote. How strong is President Maia Sandu's Party of Action and Solidarity heading into the parliamentary elections?
So last year we saw in Moldova two important votings. One was the presidential election, and the second was referendum for the joining of the Republic of Moldova to the European Union. Both of them were won by pro-European forces, pro-Western forces, which means Maia Sandu and her party, but on the very small margin. And Russia, of course, has big assets in the Republic of Moldova, starting from 19th century when Russia colonized partially this country and Russified the population. They try to interfere and influence this region. So in the independent Republic of Moldova emerged in 1991, but also the part of this country, so-called Transnistria, it became independent de facto from the government in Chisinau and declared independence, but nobody recognized them. And this is a pro-Russian part. But usually these people don't vote too much. They could vote only on the territory of the Republic of Moldova. But some of them come to the voting stations. So the Russians have many assets in the Republic of Moldova, not only the Transnistria that I mentioned, but also some business assets and political assets. There are pro-Russian parties, pro-Russian lobby in Moldova.
And I wanted to ask about that pro-Russian, those pro-Russian forces, shall we say, the pro-Russian lobby. What chances do they actually have in these elections?
So, as I said last year, there were two important votings, and the pro-Western option won by a small margin. But now the situation is more difficult because the ruling party, which is the pro-European force, after a few years, some people are not happy with the conditions of life or
exactly. So factors
yes.
like
and,
inflation, reforms,
yes.
public fatigue. What influence did you think that they will have in the upcoming elections?
So if there is a small margin between pro-Western and pro-Russian force, every vote counts. And Russia, of course, is playing on this card. So there is a clearly pro-Russian bloc. And also there is a bloc that claims to be pro-Western, but in fact, these people, they are like rotating. So they mock to be a pro-Western, but they could turn pro-Russian according to the situation. And they are also influenced to some extent by Russia. Russia is influencing the Moldovan political scene in a sense of disinformation. So there are many fake news. There are many comments on the internet websites or social media that are pro-Russian, and some of them contain fake news aimed against the president Maia Sandu and her party, and the European Union as a whole.
And what about Moscow exploiting regions like Gagauzia or Transnistria in these elections?
Yes, I already spoke about Transnistria. Gagauzia is the different region. This is a pro-Russian region, but it is they recognize the Chisinau and the Republic of Moldova government, so they are normally voting, and they are mainly pro-Russian. But Gagauzia is not a main problem because everybody knows that they are pro-Russian. The main issue is to win these people who are their votes could be swinging votes between pro-European and pro-Russian option. So this is the main issue, and really the Republic of Moldova's government, they are blocking some accounts on TikTok and other social media that are clearly pro-Russian, clearly spreading fake news. There are various fake news. You can see them in every country, blaming the European Union of all the things that are bad, and also claiming that the government of the Republic of Moldova is corrupt, and that it is not independent. This is like a puppet of the Western powers, which is not true, of course.
Do you have any confirmed cases of this Russian interference?
There were many cases, and the Republic of Moldova's government, they are tracing them and trying to close down the accounts that are spreading the fake news. But there are also just Russian media. Many people, because in the Republic of Moldova there are many Russian speakers, they are just watching the official Russian media, and they follow the official line of the Russian Federation, which in this case is against the government of the Republic of Moldova. So we will see what would be the outcome, but the stakes are very high. The Republic of Moldova is a very important state placed between Ukraine, that is fighting against Russian aggression, and Romania, which is a member of the European Union for a long time. So this is a very strategically placed country, very important, but we have to remember that the pro-Russian forces already ruled Moldova for a longer time, and it did not mean that the country was playing a 100% pro-Russian card at that time, because the pro-Western sentiment is also very strong, and these people would not remain idle if the pro-Russian option wins.
Do you feel that the efforts made by the EU, especially visits from EU leaders, has made a difference in the run-up to the elections?
Yes, the support from European Union and the European countries was very strong. We have seen the visit of Poland's Prime Minister Donald Tusk together with the leaders of France and Germany, and they really supported the independence and the pro-European option of the Republic of Moldova. It was very important, and every support of this kind is visible in Chisinau and in the whole country. So Poland always supports Republic of Moldova and its pro-European, pro-Western aspirations.
Okay. Adam Burakowski, Professor of Political Science at the Polish Academy of Sciences. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And that wraps up World Talks. Thank you so much for joining us, and stay tuned for more on TVP World. Goodbye.